Hey guys, what about Amiobi here? We're going to play another TGCTours Dream Team contest course. This one is Xona Country Club by nogoal05, who is on team. They'll tell me in a minute. Nogoal is a huge friend of the channel. Great designer too. Doesn't mean because he's a friend of the channel, I'm just going to say his course is great. That's not how I roll, but he is a friend of the channel, so we'll see what he's come up with here. Team Pithy. Okay, and who did this plot? There's a city over here. Miniobi's out in the balcony. It's all kicking off. Oh, and it's really kicking off now. Grenade coming in hot with the raid. He's on PS5, so it's the Seb's course. Okay, so it's the console plot. Appreciate the raid, Grenade. How's it going, buddy? We are going to start out by going right over everything. So we've just played Seb's course. For those watching on YouTube, oh crap. We're playing this back to back, so I may end up. I'm not going to compare it to Seb's course, but I'm going to be interested in seeing how they use the same plot. And that one is, yeah, we're touching all the bases on that one. The thanks for coming plot. How's it going, Ben? Well, that went in. Green's angled in a way that will be tricky. Environment's really cool looking. So I'm guessing this is like PS5 or whatever the Xbox equivalent is that it was designed on. Are there any psychos still designing on PS4? Yeah, this was never staying on the green. Well, don't miss this green left. That's how we got to deal with this one. Miss the screen left, you are hooped. Short par 5. So the anti-Seb design here. We can actually get there, maybe. Never mind. Apparently there's a tree there. Yeah, the off-course stuff looks fantastic. And like the way he's done this creek bed here. Oh, look at that. It's dry because you're not allowed water, that's right. So he's just done a dry creek bed and he's done some really great rock work and planting in there. Yeah, that's really nice. And if you're wondering why can't he have water in there, it's a design requirement for the contest, for the console, guys. No water allowed. Something like only 50 feet of elevation change too. I actually did a little reading. Yeah. We pulled that. The putting trace was not optimal. So he's like, it's not a hazard. It won't play like one. The rocks will make things fun. And it didn't, like, I have a perfect one this time, so then it doesn't go left. Ugh. Alrighty then, don't go in. Angle is right. Not sure why I would go left. I mean, I guess this is where if you want to hit, if you're just desperate to hit a driver, but then you've got no angle. I feel like I got more room over here, and that's where my angle is too. So it's a center line hazard, but like, I'm not sure why I would go left. Maybe it's not as blind, I guess. That could be. Front pin, you get a backstop, I guess. Maybe. Some precision would be beneficial on this course by the looks of things. Which is not my strength at all. Oh. Okay. Huh. Feels harsh to make bogey there. Hmm. You're not really ever worrying about getting over that. AC mount. It was a bit harsh, wasn't it? Let's see if we can use the contours a little bit to our advantage. Or just pull it right left of the hole. Stay there. Yay! I didn't pull it too much, so it actually went in. Then we go 6 built. Where are we going? I don't know that we're getting there in 2, but if we are, we want to be to the right. Really cool framing here. Might have a chance. 270. Tucked behind the pin, or behind that tree. Winds the wrong way as well. Okay. I don't think we are. Been a, like, this is only a third dream team course I played so far, but there's been a lot of laying up. I like that the drive is pretty open, and there's a possibility of us getting there in two with the right conditions. And the green's angled really nicely for it. So it's one where you better hit the green or it could go anywhere. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been playing much lately, Mark, but so far I'm seeing that where guys are just really stretching the par fives out, wanting them not to be auto birdies, I'm guessing. And I don't know how I feel about that. Because when I was growing up, par fives weren't automatically reachable. You know, like when I was a kid, the 15th at Augusta, a lot of times guys were trying to hit 3-wood into that thing, and it wasn't a gimme, you were going for it. And then the game changed to the point where guys hit it far enough that they were all the time, and it just kind of became assumed that par fives were reachable. They really shouldn't be, technically. But I don't know. And we didn't want to be in there. The game, well, that wouldn't be realistic though, Chicken Wings. That's the thing. It's PGA Tour 2K23, right? If anything, the driver doesn't go far enough. Like, there's guys carrying at 325 comfortably. It would be more realistic for, yeah, like for a decent amateur, but not for PGA Tour players. Yeah, I kind of feel that way too. I think it's difficult to make a short par 4 that's not reachable or a par 5 that's not reachable and make it interesting. To me, it gets kind of boring when you have no chance and it's just, you know, hit 2 shots to leave a wedge, right? So I'm with you. I'd like a really cool second shot. Oh. But then people also complain that the scores are unreal, like they're just crazy low, which they are. And you see a lot of courses that'll have, you know, 4 par 5s that are all fairly easily reachable, and they'll toss 2 drivable 4s in it while they're at it. So I don't know what the balance is. It's a video game. Video games should be fun. I can go out and play golf by myself and not reach par 5s and 2, so kind of wouldn't mind being able to do it in the game. But I think it just depends on how it's done, right? Like if it's just a very mundane iron off the tee, wedge into the green, make a putt. But if you can create a hole like that and make it interesting, well, then we're in business. And I think that's one of the areas that the great designers separate themselves from the good designers, is they're able to make that hole interesting. I don't like this putt at all. Break. Oh, it's breaking all right. Don't break. Oh no, you need to break a little bit. Ah. That's pretty good. You know, I think this course is really well thought out. I think visually it's great. And then we have a 673 yard par 5. I think this is a 3-shot hole. Yeah, I agree. I agree. So does it really matter where I hit this? Because I'm gonna have, well, I can decide how much I'm gonna have, right? If I hit 3-iron, I'm probably hitting a full lob wedge in. So then why wouldn't I make sure I hit the fairway? Angle and elevation, that kind of stuff isn't gonna matter as much. Hmm. I just left myself an awkward yardage here. Yeah, bunkers look great. I like the visuals. I'm loving the visuals here. For sure. Ouch. I don't know. I mean, it's that the hole is that long to make sure you can't get there in two, right? I get that. Does it make it a better hole doing that? I don't know. I think it just made it. I'm gonna hit my driver, then I'm gonna hit, you know, something to leave whatever distance I want, and then I'm gonna, you know, I'd rather to be a little bit more excitement. Neat little downhill par 3 here. But I think part of the issue is that wedge play is so, like, if you're not getting up and down from 100 yards, then you got problems, right? And then with that, and then that sequence of holes was a bit iffy too, because you had what essentially plays like a short par 3 followed by an actual short par 3. So you're hitting a similar shot into the green twice in a row, which, yeah, I maybe would want to route that a little differently, because you're right, it just turns it into a, you know, short par 3. The bunkering here, it looks nice. It's very, very easy to take it out of play on this hole. And again, the shot we're hitting in is going to be short enough that I don't know that angle is going to matter a huge amount. I said a bad shot there. I guess you can argue if I was further to the right, I'd be coming up that hill rather than across it. So that would be easier. Yeah. Could also have hit a better shot. And if I'm going to make the putt, who cares anyways, right? Just bash that in there. Look like we know what we're doing. Problem solved. Downwind, I'm carrying that. Into the wind, or not downwind, side crosswind. Not into the wind, or geez, not downwind, I'm not. And then I can't go for this. All right. He has put this bunker's well placed because it's right about where I want to hit play to. But here's the issue. I'm going to hit a driver. I mean, I could, I guess, hit 3-wood up here. Not sure why I would. If I go at the green, it's in the bunker every single time. So I'm going to end up hitting like driver 8-iron. Because I don't want to pitch. Oops. And then lob wedge. I just would like there to be a little bit more incentive to try to take this shot on. The way that this way the second shot is constructed, there is no point trying it. Right? I'd like to see it somehow maybe soften the front of this a bit. Keep the green the way it is as far as that, you know, this slope protecting this pin. So when I go long, it's not going to be fun coming down the hill. But, you know, have some kind of possibility to try to run it on there or something. Like, try something. So go from it being basically impossible to difficult. And then if you don't get it, well, you're going to have problems. Because, again, I'm sitting in the fairway going, there's absolutely no point in trying to go after this. There's nowhere to hit it. And then I can't putt, so we make par. But I don't, in a video game, I don't want to hit driver 8-iron lob wedge. Yeah, that works. That works. Just give me some kind of incentive to try to go for it. Not much point hitting driver here. So I think the plot was smaller, wasn't it? So that's going to be part of the reason why this contest is going to have a lot of layups going on, because you can't really fit a whole lot of yardage on it. Should have paid attention to that. All right. Feels like there's been a lot of par fives. Am I remembering that correctly? Ooh. Oh. Eh. First shrapnel. Okay. Now what do we got here? Okay. That pin's tough to get at. That's good. Now we just need a bounce. This might almost be a little too easy. Somewhere in between. Somewhere in between. It's so difficult to design good par fives. Oh. Oh. All right. Don't go up here. This is too much, isn't it? If I try to hit a 3-iron there and run the crap out of it, it's not getting up that hill, I don't think. Long is no good. Let's try something a little silly. And I wasn't going to fast that. And here we are. I thought I'd try to draw it back into the wind to get it to calm down a bit, and then I just chickened out completely. Yeah, exactly. Just don't commit to it. I mean, good news is I missed it where I could, like, I knew I was dead if I missed left, so at least I missed it in a good place, but I still don't. I still feel less like a man. Bomb over the bunker here. And then, ooh. I didn't de-loft it enough, I don't think. Nope. Crap. No. All right. Disappointing. This is good stuff. Visually, spent is great. Really good. Did I hit every fairway? That can't be right. Anyways. Strategically, it's very close. I just feel like a couple of par fives became, it's the other course I've played too. It just became hit something out there, lay up, wedge. Which is just, it's not a spectacular amount of fun. Putting a super long par 5 and then a wedge par 3 back to back, I maybe would have split that up a little bit just so you're not hitting the same shot twice in a row. But I mean, overall, there's some good stuff out here. Some really good stuff. And then we get 16, which is a fairly easy par 5. So maybe that counteracts the ones that are a little trickier. To 5 par 5s. Okay. Felt like there was a lot in the back. There's 3 of them. So the old 3-3-3 on the back. Not my favorite way of divvying up par, but it's fine. Totally fine. Good stuff. You're not going to find a bad course in this contest at all, ever. These guys are too good. So it's splitting hairs now to figure out, you know, which one's better than the others. For those watching on YouTube, thanks for watching. Make sure to hit like and subscribe and all that stuff. Get me out of my funk of putting videos out and get me putting them out there some more, because I did used to enjoy it. So maybe I'll enjoy it again one day. Tell me I need to do it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.